Good afternoon, YouTubers. Welcome to my channel. My name is Kay, and thank you for joining me. And for those of you who have been here before, welcome once again. This is a relatively short video that I'm going to be doing, so I say every time, and they end up being quite long. But what I wanted to talk to you about is how I prepare the root of my plants to go into leca. So I've got a monkey mask here with me today that I am prepping to put in leca. Uh, Roots like these, especially here in the UK where it gets so cold, we don't have tropical climate, so therefore, it can be quite chilly for the plants as well. In leca, we have to be mindful that the water will be at whatever the room temperature is. So we don't want to put our roots into too cold water or too warm. So we try to use tepid water at all times when you're putting your plant in leca. I tend to wash the roots, make them very clean as much as possible. With roots like these, I find that there's some black sticky substance on here. If you use your finger like this when you're cleaning it, you find that they come off. Just gently rub your finger along the roots and they come off. Uh, I have a tool that I bought in a shop, well, a set of tools. I don't know what their initial use were, but I found them to be quite useful when looking after the roots of my plants. That is to wash them, to put them in leca. And it's this one that looks like a toothbrush. So it's got a smaller side here for smaller roots, and then this side. It is a bit dirty because it's what I use whenever I'm looking after my plants. And you if you can, it is best to soak the plant first, depending on the plant, because if the soil that you're taking it out of is quite dry, you can literally just shake it, not to shake the leaves because you don't want to harm the plant and the leaves in any way, but just shake the roots to get rid of the soil out of the roots. That's one way to do it if the soil is quite dry and the plant is easy to remove. But you have some that are quite root bound and might be difficult to get out of the pot, so therefore you'll have to soak those in order to soften the soil around the roots. So this is another one that I have as well that I find quite useful because it's got a rubber here and then another hard end here, and it does help when you're digging between the roots, and it doesn't harm the roots at all when you're doing this. That being said, though, plants are normally quite resilient, so you don't have to be afraid of losing any of the roots whenever you're going to put your plant in leca. Some people choose to water propagate first. Whether you're water propagating or just straight into leca, you still don't need these extra roots. Root rot will harm your plant because sometimes you can't tell that the plant is suffering from root rot, especially if you're not checking every day, because the plant itself might look as though it's healthy and you're looking at the plant every day, and then all of a sudden when it is too late, that's when you start notice that the leaves are dropping, the plant is droopy. By the time you get to the plant to check the roots, you realize that the rotting of the root has gone too far and you can do nothing about it. This is because the plant is sitting in water. There's a lack of oxygen when the roots start to rot, because the rotten roots sort of like make a slimy coating that covers the root of the plant, and that stops any new growth from taking place. It stops the plant from the osmosis from taking place where the plant is getting whether water or nutrients or whatever. And that is the same for whether it's soil or in the semi-hydroponic system. So you'll need to check for root rot. So if you don't want to disturb your plants, which I'm a great believer in not disturbing the plants, then what you can do is to flush your plant maybe twice a week or on a weekly basis, depending on how tender the roots were. But to eliminate that, you can cut away the roots to make sure that you don't suffer any severe root rot. I'll bring this up close. Roots like these, the plant won't need at this stage because they will rot away. So all roots like these, any sick looking root like these ones, as you can see here, this one is broken at the tip here. It doesn't have a solid white tip at the end. None of these roots actually have got solid white tips at the end. So even this one that is this long, don't be afraid to cut it away, because the plant, once you put it in leca and it's got the right conditions, then it will start sending new leaves. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this video on pause. I'm going to cut away the roots to show you what I do, and then I'll come back with the plant that is ready to go into, whether it's propagation in water or in the semi-hydroponic system. Bear with me. Hi guys, I got disconnected from the other video, so hopefully I can make a continuation of what I'm doing. So this is what the plant looks like now that I've taken away all the finer root, the root hairs as I call them. Now, because this is a cutting, it doesn't have any primary root. So all this that is coming off is root that the plant is trying to generate because it's been cut away from the mother plant. So it is likely to spring water root from anywhere when we put it in the semi-hydroponic system. These are really good roots that are trying to grow here. I've got three good root system, four actually, that's trying to grow here. So this plant has got a good stead to grow quite healthy in leca. But these as well, you are likely, if these choose not to rot away, if the conditions are right, they will have some water roots that will come off of it, or even from these areas here, these nodes here, it can spring new water roots. So yes, so that is it. I just wanted to show you, to talk to you briefly about how to minimize getting root rot from your plant in leca. Plant has got lots of roots, like you see what's coming off of this plant is likely to get some root rot. How to prevent it is by cutting away as much of that root as you possibly can, and any other roots that don't look healthy on the plant, to give your plant a good start. Hope you found this helpful. If you like my videos, please do subscribe. If this is the first time you're watching, give a like, and please subscribe if you want to see more of what I do in terms of my transitioning my house plants from soil to leca. Once again, thank you so much for joining me, and see you again soon. Thank you. Bye bye.